What's going on YouTube? Today I'm back with part 4 now, I believe, of making you a better 2K player. Basically just continue and giving you guys tips and tricks to become better. So this one is going to be focused on using a lower overall build. So you can see right here I'm a 76 overall, and I went into the rec just to see how it would play out. First of all, the hardest part about using the low overall in the rec is finding a game, because people always back out because the general consensus is usually a lower overall means that you're not good at the game, but there's still ways to be effective in the game even when you're using a low overall build. So just to get into it, the first thing I recommend when using a low overall build is to space the floor out. So you don't want to just be running and just cutting all over the place and just being in the way. You just want to find an open gap. So right here, I don't space out because we was in the ball was moving on a fast break, but I would just advise you to space the floor out as best as possible. Even if you can't shoot threes, you can still space the floor, and then when the ball comes to you, you can get to your spot, whether it's mid-range or the cup, and then pass the ball. So the second tip I have is passing the ball. As low overall, you're really not going to be hitting too many shots like at 99 overall or even a 90 overall would hit. You probably don't have all your badges. You probably don't have what it takes to hit those close contested shots. So right here, I kind of dexed him right there. If you don't know what dexing is, it's just like a quick movement right back. So I get the ball. I have the 78-3 on this build right now, or 79, and I can shoot pretty well, so that's why I spaced the floor. I dexed him just to get to the 3, and right there, I just basically right away want to prove to my teammates that I can shoot the ball so they can pass it to me when I'm open. So right here, that dude was kind of taking those weird shots, but right there, you don't see me going up trying to dunk on him. I don't even have dunk on this build. I only have layup. So I just kicked it right out and just played with the teammates. I know my role. This build is a point guard, but they put me at the 3. So I know I have 2 other ball handlers with me. So all I got to do is space the floor and just take whatever comes to me. Pause. But right there, I cut through because the cut was open, but I'm not just going to stand underneath the rim. I'm going to get back out and space the floor so my teammates can do what they got to do as well. And then the third tip I have would be to know what your build can and can't do as a low overall. So I know this build is not too good defensively, so right there you see me just dump them off. I wanted to stick with the switch, but the big man came back up. But that's just a miscommunication. But you see me right there, I'm not trying to chase. I don't need to chase. I just pick up the next man that's open and just play defense. Another tip right there, you saw the AI shot the ball. So we had an AI on this team. Play with your AI. You don't have to ice the AI out, because the AIs this year 90% of the time can't shoot. That's bad defense right there by me. But 90% of the time the AI can shoot. So let them shoot. And if they're in the middle of a shot, they will take some pretty terrible shots, so you can call for the ball, but if they're about to take a wide open shot, let them shoot. It's just going to help you out, because you're not, like, the person guarding the AI isn't just going to space and just double ball or just play around in like a zone. So you want to use your AI, because that's going to make the defense just play their man and not just play around. So I think that's all I can think of off of the top. So right now, that's terrible defense by me. See right there, I try to do more than what my build can do. So I got backdoored, and that led to 2 points right there. But yeah, those are all the tips that I have off the top of my head. So now I'm just going to basically just commentate over the game of what I'm thinking and what I'm doing, like I did in the last 2 videos, just so you can get an idea of what I'm thinking of when I'm playing with the low overall build. So you see right now, I'm playing a decent game besides letting my man score, but right there, I'm just trying to show help because I can't even guard. I don't have any defense, so I just showed help and get back to mine quickly so I can contest the 3 if it would have got kicked out to the corner. But they ended up getting a 3 anyway right there, which is perfectly fine. And you see me right here, just continue spacing the floor. I'm not, like, that could have got kicked out right there, but if I cut, that big man wouldn't have been able to get the dunk, because we both would have been down there, and his man and my man would have been down there, and he wouldn't even have had the option to kick it out. So basically, to space the floor, don't cut and just clog up space. just space the floor and know what your build and know what your role is on the team that you're playing. So right here, I would like to have had the ball because my dude wasn't playing, didn't come to me. So I'm just going to continue to space out. I'm not going to force anything. I'm not going to, like I said, clog the paint, because that's not solving nothing for nobody, not even yourself, because you're not going to be able to make it if you do get the ball down low. So just space the floor, because that's crucial. And now on defense, don't come down and leave your man, because that's an easy kick out for three. Just play your man. You got to kind of trust your teammates to be able to make the play, and if they do or don't, then that's up to them. But right there, you see me not take that layup because it's going to give me a bad animation. So I reset, we kicked it out, and we got a 3 out of it. So you don't have to force nothing, especially as a low overall build, because your build doesn't have what it takes to make those. So just play patient and know what your build can and can't do. So right there, I tried to get baseline, I didn't get it. So I kicked it right back out to people who can create more. So I tried to cut right here, didn't get it, but we ended up getting another cut on the other side from the other wing. So you don't have to be involved in every last single play, because technically you are involved on every play. Spacing the floor is very important, especially as a low overall build where your build can't do everything that you want it to be able to do. So just continue to play your role, space the floor, and you have an important role on the court. No matter if you're touching the ball, no matter if you're guarding the ball, you still have an important role on the team. So right here, I try to kick it back out because clock's running down. It was a little late pass because of a bad animation, but those are just the shots that you got to take in the end of the quarter. So getting into quarter 2 now, you see me still 3-1-1. I wanted the ball there, but now I'm just going to see. This is just a quick little move just to see how my man reacts. I saw a cutter, so I threw a lob. A normal pass wouldn't have gotten through, but I threw a lob. He didn't finish it, but he came down and went right back up. So I got this assist. So I'm shooting 100, well, off of one shot, but I'm shooting good. I'm spacing the floor. I'm showing that I can put the ball on the ground and I can pass the ball already. So my teammates, if they were passing the ball more, they would be able to trust me. So that's one thing you also want to do, is gain the trust of your teammates that you're not going to be making stupid plays. So right there, I dexed. I didn't get the ball, but I got it here, and I hit him with a quick step back. So I think I just maxed out my ball handle at 86 with this build. So I got some pretty good saves, and like I said, it's a point guard, so I know which moves are going to be quick kills and which ones are going to take a little minute. So right there, it's just a quick little move, and just to show my man that I can score and get the respect of the other team. So now that they know I can score as well, that leads to my teammates potentially being open just off me being able to score. So right here, I'm spacing the floor pretty well. I still would like to have the ball in the corner, but I don't cut, I don't clog space. If that ball would have gotten through to me, I would have kicked the one more because it was closing out in on me, and there's no point to force shots like I said earlier. And just knowing that my build can't hit those contested shots yet because his badges aren't maxed, and I don't have my mid-range max to get those max badges. So right here, my man goes for the steal. He doesn't get it, and now he's nowhere near me. So it's another wide open 3, and just like that, I have 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And I understand this isn't obviously a competitive game, but if you have a low overall, the way the rec is, it's set up to, if you're a 92 overall and below, you're going to be playing with 92 overalls and below. But anybody that's overall 93 and up, that's who you're going to be playing up against. So you're going to be playing against unfinished builds as well. So these is pretty much the general population of the type of people you're going to be playing with. So like when you use a low overall build, you kind of got to use more IQ than just stick skills. Well, it's also stick skills, but you can't just rely on your build skills, I guess, your build, because you can't do everything. So like I said, just know what your build can and can't do. And now they get a little fast break, get to the cup, but we're not really worried about that. But like I said, you see I'm playing a pretty decent game right now. 9 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, shooting 100, 3 for 3 from 3. And I think my man only has those 4 points off those 2 cuts that were my fault. So right here, if this dude was passing, I would have liked to have had the ball again. even here, but I'm just continuing to space. I don't fully cut through because my man, if I would have cut through, that would have just brought us both down there, and that's just clogging the space. So if the big wanted to kick out to me, I would have been open. So you just want to make yourself have the opportunity to be open and take open shots. You don't want to clog up space for others or yourself, even if you do get the ball, because you're not going to make those unless you have a 99-3 and you're a low overall. But just continue to space the floor and make opportunities for yourself to have the best shot possible and your team to have the best shot possible, because you're going to upgrade your build and get more VC if you're contributing to winning rather than losing. So right here, I should have kicked it out to X if he would have spaced out more corner, but that's on me. So just continue to be patient as a team. We get a decent look. I'm not a fan of that because we still have more time on the clock, but I get back on defense and I'm just going to continue to guard ball, continue to protect the paint. I see it's about to get kicked out and I read that and I get the steal. So with steals, you see how I was already in position and the ball came to me. Those are when you want to press square or whatever it is on Xbox if you have no steal, because those are the ones that they're going to give you. But if you're trying to run a passing lane, they're not going to give it to you as often, or you're just going to get a deflection or your player's just going to run right by it. So right here, I just get a wide open 3, just running my lane because I wanted the 3 and not the 2. But like I said, with the steals is if the ball's coming right to you, that's when you want to reach or press square or right stick. And then if you're trying to run a lane, like right here, I didn't get it because the ball wasn't right to me. But if I had a 90 or even 85 steal and silver interceptor, I might have got it, but I don't have none of that, so they're not going to give it to me because I don't meet that threshold. So that's another tip right there. Is, like I said earlier, is kind of the same thing. It's just knowing what your build can and can't do and knowing which animations the game's actually going to give you. So right there, I was spaced out pretty well. We didn't get a terrible look, but once again, his build isn't finished either, the big man. So if his build was finished, maybe he would have got a standing contact dunk animation. You never know telling. But right there, I see the corner wide open the whole time. So I'm just going to already be prepared. If the ball comes to me, I'm going corner because he's literally wide open. And that's why I didn't even cut through, because I didn't want to bring nobody else even closer to him. So I read it right there and I'm already in position. So that's why I pressed square. And I wasn't running a lane, I was already in the lane. So I pressed square, I got the deflection. I wish 2K would give those to be steals instead of just deflections, because I think that takes some skill out of the game. But that's besides the point for this video. And right there, we're just playing some bad defense. I don't know what happened there, whose man that was. I think that was the big, but it is what it is. Right there, I dex again. I wanted to take the shot, but I see big wide open. He missed. Nobody's down here to contest, but I'm gonna pass it right back to him and just clear out, and he's able to get to the cut. I could have went back up. Actually, I don't even think I could have, or you should have, because it's gonna be slow. I don't have the badges to go right back up, but I'm just playing patient and just playing my game to what my build can and can't do, picking the spot. So you see me player of the half as a 76 overall, 4 for 4 from 3, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. That's a pretty solid game. We're down 7, and we were kind of just making some bad defensive moves, I guess you can say. We was just letting up way too many open shots. So that's the only reason why we're down 7. We don't win this game, and I'm probably not going to play the fourth quarter because we had one player, I think our shooting guard was just selling intentionally, and the game kind of got out of hand, and there pretty much was nothing significant for me to point out in the fourth quarter, if I'm correct. So right here, we're just spacing the floor. Somebody just called the timeout because I guess it was the point guard because he couldn't dribble. I'm not really sure, but right here, every time I'm inbounding, I always throw a jump pass, which to throw a jump pass, you press square and X at the same exact time. So when you press that, your player does a jump pass. You can do that on an inbound, in the game, off the triple threat, off the dribble, and your player will throw a jump pass. So when you have a defender right in front of your face, just throw the jump pass and he's going to throw it over top of him. So you're not just going to keep throwing it straight at the defender because it's a low overall build with low pass accuracy. It's going to happen a lot, and people are going to be right in your face because they think you don't know how to throw proper passes. So just be patient on inbounds, especially, just so you're not wasting possession. So right here, you see me just continue to space out. I fake the cut and then I dex back out, but We get a good shot, and I should have stayed middle, but I went corner, or wing, I mean. But that was my first miss of the game, and it was a good look. I'm not mad at the look, I just mistimed it. And it's going to happen as a low overall build. As any build, you're going to miss open shots. You're going to have those missed times. But right there, you see me just dexing, just continue to space the floor. X is open, but our guard isn't looking, but he ends up getting a good pass to the AI. So that's another thing that I'm saying with playing with the AI. You saw the AI's defender was guarding ball, so the ball was getting double teamed, and he passed to the AI because he was wide open. And now the defender, that's some BS right there, but now the defender's going to continue to guard the AI because we're playing with the AI. He has to guard his man, or he's just going to be letting up open shots, and the game's going to become closer. So you see the game running away right here if we use the AI more. But like I said right here, just to switch topic again, you see me spacing the floor out. I'm not cutting, I'm just playing my position. I'm playing spacing on the court. My man comes down, tries to help down low, and I get the wide open three. And right there was another example of me running the lane and not getting it because I don't have the steal for it. Right there, I try to switch back with the big man because I can't guard down low. So I try to get the switch, but it was just a miscommunication. I tried to hit the cutter down low there too, but it was just a late pass. Right here, I could have shot this if my player was max, and I should have passed corner there too, but that's just a bad possession right there. But we're lucky that they fouled, so we kept the ball. And now I'm just trying to space the floor. He's kind of taking bad shots, so the game's just going to continue to run away from us. But right there, fast break, I just try to play as much and just take away as much space as I could from the offense, running certain lanes. See me cut right here. I could have went all the way through. Please don't do that as a low overall. Even in the game, that's not a good take. But he ends up getting it. He hangs on the rim too for some reason. But like I said, his man has 39. I don't mean to disrespect dude at all, but he was just selling the game. So you're gonna run into people like that in the rec, and you're just gonna have to live with it, unfortunately, and just pray for some good teammates, I guess. But right there, that's not a bad jump contest because he was out of position. Just unfortunately fouled. He couldn't get the jump by animation. I don't know what that sound is. Yeah, I don't know what that sound was, but yeah. So as a low overall build, there's still plenty ways you can affect the game, and that's not just throwing me off. But there's still plenty ways that you can affect the game, and just spacing the floor is going to be the best way to affect the game offensively. I cut through, I'm open, but he's just going up with everything. If that ball would have went to me, that's another 3 ball. That's 3 more points. That's just easy basketball right there. But I have a late contest, late closeout, and at least I'm getting a wide open 3. And the other team had everybody who could score and everybody who could shoot. I just try to create a path right there. You saw my point guard was kind of stuck. If I would have stayed where I was at, the ball would have probably gotten stolen. And you see me right there just being patient with the pass because I knew his point guard, the defending point guard, wanted to reach in that lane. So just be patient. He reached, and then I threw it. So that led to a wide open 3 for him right there. Just more bad defense. So playing with a lot of other lower overalls is going to be more difficult to play certain things. I try to get the pass right there down low. I should have went corner, but even if my teammate was literally hip to hip with me, just not spacing the floor, so that just brought more people to me, so I couldn't even read the full court as I wanted to. So like I said, even as a high overall, you want to space the floor. That's the most important thing in the rec, in the 2s, and the 3s, is just creating open shots and not just dragging your man closer than what he needs to be. So right there, it's just knowing what my build can and can't do. You saw me not even go for the offensive rebound because my build's not even jumping up there right now. So why would I even go for it? Right there, it's just me passing to a wide open teammate. He missed the shot, but those are shots that will outlive over what the red-haired player was shooting this whole game. So, and the big man hit like the first 3 shots of the game too. So I know he can shoot. So those are wide open shots. You always pass it to somebody. Like he's 1 for 4. He hit 1. He's 5 for 9 from the field. So you always got to throw those to him no matter what. And right there's another example of me throwing a jump pass just because I don't want the ball deflecting off. So right here, I try to have, if I had more space, I would have been able to actually shoot the shot off another step back, but I didn't have the space, and then both guards cut, so I couldn't even throw the ball to one of them. I try to throw the bounce pass, but it doesn't get through because I still only have a 60 pass accuracy, so it is what it is. And yeah, that's pretty much all the tips I had for you guys. There wasn't really nothing much that happened in this quarter that's different, and I don't want to just spare you just by running down some useless information, just the same thing going back and forth. But yeah, I'll show the end of the game. Let me fast. I'll just probably clip it right here. Yeah, so for some reason my mic wasn't using the right mic, so I apologize for that. I was using my headset mic and not the mic that I have on me right now for some reason. I'm trying to figure out why that just sounded so weird, but definitely not re-recording that whole thing. But thank you guys for listening to the whole thing and watching. I hope I provided you guys with some better tips for you low overall builds out there. Even if you're making a new build and you're low overall, this is something that you can learn. Even if you're a high overall and you're watching this, you can still learn something from it. So you can see right there, the dude had 65. I played a pretty solid game when the scoreboard comes up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but thanks for the support, and I'll see y'all in the next one.